Hey guys, got a hip mobility circuit for you today, so let's get right into it. So we'll start in a tabletop position, hands and knees, and we'll work hip cars first. So from here, take a breath in, create some tensions and brace through the body, and then bring the left knee up towards your chest. Take it wide away from you, then internally rotate the hip. So I'm trying to lift the outer ankle and shin up as I kick back up towards the sky. From there, the knees stack, kick up again, take that leg wide, and then knee up in towards the armpit. Back down and repeat one more in towards the chest. Take it wide, internally rotating as you kick up. The knees stack, kick up again, take it wide up and towards the armpit, back down and switch sides. Same thing on the right side, knee in towards the armpit, take it wide, internally rotating, kicking up. Try not to move the rest of the pelvis around, kick up again. Take it wide, rotating in towards the armpit. Back down, one more time. Kick up, take it wide and rotating back in towards the shoulder. Back down. Nice. Let's get to our first base position for today. Let's come to a 90-90 with the right shin forward. So 90-90, that means hip, knee and ankle are in line, and then same with the back hip as well. So when you're working on this back hip to start with, so moving my left hand to the front to this right shin, my right hand is a post out here. So you might need to lean off to the side, some of you may be more upright, but try not to, when you lift up, lean at the same time. So find a position where you can stay stable in the torso and just isolate the movement in this back hip to start with. So take a breath in. Brace through the body, then try to lift the knee, shin and ankle all together, and then straighten the knee and bend the knee. Keep the hip lifting up, straighten and bend. 3 more, straighten and bend. Keep lifting that hip up, straighten and bend. 1 more time, straighten and bend, land down, and now we'll focus on the front hip. So you'll come up to maybe possibly a taller position here. Again, we're trying to lift the ankle to the shin and knee up at the same time. Lift up, straighten the leg out in front of you, don't touch down, and bring it back in. Straighten out in front, back in, straighten out in front. When that leg straightens, try to internally rotate the hip. Back in, let's do 2 more. Extend the knee, back in, 1 more time, and back in, land the shin on the ground this time. This time let's bring the hands behind us. We'll just find a little bit of a stretch in that rotation, internal rotation in that back hip to start with. So once you've found the stretch there, we'll just do 1 light round of pails and rails from this one, and we'll go to about 50% intensity for 20 to 30 seconds. So just right now you're scanning, looking for the stretch. To find that stretch, I'm thinking about rotating my torso over this back hip. That means the pelvis is rotating over the femur here. And you should feel a fairly deep stretch there once you've found it. So the pails action for this one, we'll keep the torso as it is. We drive that heel down into the ground, the knee will stay down, but it's as if you're externally rotating, or you are externally rotating the hip. The rails will do the opposite. You try to internally rotate in the hip, try to lift that ankle off the ground, but because you're in the stretch here, no movement will happen here. So take a breath in, create tension through the body, and then at about 20%, start driving that heel down to the ground, try to rotate out externally. Ramp that up to 30%. Ramp up to 40, get to about 50% and hold right there. Squeezing everything you feel on the outside of that hip. Still got tension through the rest of the body. My fingers are gripping the ground, my torso, my chest, my abdomen is braced here as well. Keep squeezing that 50%, 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. Try to lift that ankle, that back ankle off of the ground. Get to your 50% straight away and hold right there. Keep holding. Again, still tension through the rest of the body here. Driving that force into the back hip. Let's go 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax into the stretch. Maybe you get a little bit deeper into that stretch. All right, we'll do passive range holds for this back hip as well. So we'll still be focusing on this back hip. If it's a little bit crampy, I apologize. So for this one, you might need a strap or something to grab onto the shin if you can't reach and grab for that back leg. Now what you don't want to do is rotate the whole pelvis forward. We're just trying to rotate just the femur on a still pelvis here. So from here, we'd grab on, find our passive range, remove the support and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly let it come back down, grab back on. Again, try not to move the pelvis around, just the femur. Slowly remove the support and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 3 more. Lift up, hold and contract and release. Hold, hold. 3, 2, 1. Back down, 2 to go. Lift up, try and hold it right there. And let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last rep, best rep. Lift up and hold and remove the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down. Nice. Before we get to the other side, let's keep this front shin down on the ground here. If you can do this on the toe mound of that back foot, we'll do it on the toe mound. If you have to on the heel, that's fine. But hip hinge that hip towards the back of the room and back down. Open that hip up. Try to get as much range here as you can. Back down. 1 more. This time lift up. And when you can't go any more, allow that front shin to lift up. And we'll end up 90-90 facing the other direction. So now the right shin is back and the left shin is forward. So we'll start with that hip abduction and extending the knee of that back hip. So again, how far you have to lean is very individual. So from here, lift that back shin up, extend and bend the knee. Try to keep the knee in line with the hip here and still try and lift up the whole time. Extend, bend, extend and bend. 3 more. One more time. And back to the 90-90. We'll work on the front hip now. So from there, try to lift again, lift that whole shin up, straighten it out in front, and then bring it back in. Still trying to lift up the whole time, straighten, and back in. 3 more. Straighten out in front, bring it back in. 2 more times. 1 more time. And bring it back in. From there, let's bring those hands behind us. And now we're focusing on this back hip. So if you want to bring that front heel in, if that's more comfortable for you, that's totally fine. Excuse me, and that's actually my personal preference in this one. So from here, we'll find that stretched internal rotation of that back hip now. So again, I'm leaning back a little bit. I'm rotating torso towards that back leg or the back hip here. So I'll give you a few moments to work it out and find the stretch. And you're sort of just scanning for your best stretch. Rotating, leaning. Some people even a little bit of right shoulder towards the right heel can help find a stretch as well. So just work it out, and when you found your best version of the stretch here, just hang out there and take a couple of longer, deeper breaths. So while we're hanging out there, we're going to go over our pails and rails. We're just going to do 1 round. The pails, we'll be driving that foot down into the ground and trying to press it down and sweep it through the mat. And that would be externally rotating the hip. And then the opposite will be internally rotating, trying to lift that ankle off of the ground, trying to bring it towards the front of the mat. So from where you are, take a breath in. Good strong brace through the entire body. And then at about 20%, start driving that heel or that ankle down into the ground. Ramp that up to 40%. Ramp that up to 50% and hang right there. So whatever your half of your maximum here is, just hang on that 50%. Just try and maintain that same 50 the whole time. That's it, we'll hold for about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, reverse. Again, try to 50% straight away and try to lift that back ankle off the ground, contracting everything on the outside of this hip. Still have tension through the rest of the body, maintaining that 50%. Keep working, we're about halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Back into the stretch for a moment. Nice. And we'll do those passive range holds for internal rotation again. So I'm going to need to come out of this range a little bit. So I'd start facing more towards this front hip a little here. And from there, I grab on, pull that into my passive range, contract and try and hold it there, and then remove the support. Hold, hold. 3, 2, 1. Slowly back down. We'll do 5 in total. Lift up, hold right there, and remove the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Lift up, hold, and remove the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. 2 to go. Lift up, hold right there, remove the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last rep. Lift up and hold and remove the support. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. All right, beautiful. From here, excuse me, let's go and do a tabletop position, hands and knees, and we'll do a little bit more for the hips, and we're almost done. So we just worked on the right hip, so we'll start with the left hip. So this first movement, we're going to try and keep the rest of the pelvis nice and steady. I'll just show it first. We're going to take the leg wide away from us, so abducting, and then extending the knee, bending the knee, and back down. Abduct, extend, bend, back down. We'll do 8 reps on this side, and then we'll get to our next one, okay? So take a breath in, good brace to the body. Abduct, take that knee wide away from you, straighten, and bend, and back down. Take it wide as you can, straighten as much as you can, hinge, bend back in, back down. Straighten out, bend back in, back down. Knee goes wide, straighten, and bend. Back in. 3 more. Take it wide, straighten, bend. Take it wide 1 more time, straighten, bend, back down. This next one, so we're going to do this whole series on one side, then we'll switch it over to the other side. This next one, we'll keep the right foot down on the ground, and we'll straighten the left leg back behind us. We'll do these together. We'll do 8 reps on this one as well. So from there, extend the leg, so straighten the leg up towards the sky. Take it wide, touch down, lift up, up, up. Bring it back down to that starting position. Straighten the leg, take it wide, touch down, lift up, back down. Lift up, take it wide and forward, keep lifting up, touch down, and back down. Continuing nice and slow and controlled. Trying to lift that leg up as high as you can on the way forward and back. Let's do 2 more. Lift up. Take it wide, touch down. 1 more time. Lift up. And back down. Nice, we'll do 1 more for this hip from this same position. This time we'll work more the extension aspect of the hip. So for this one, what I'd like you to do is firstly round through your entire spine. So tuck your pelvis under and find this sort of cat shape rounding through the spine. And then from there, we'll do 6 reps for this one. And we're at the top of each of these movements. We're going to hold and try and contract for 2 to 3 seconds. So from here, you can have your right toes curled under, keep that one down on the ground, maintain that roundness through the spine here. And then from there, bend that left knee and start to kick up towards the sky and press, 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 press. And bring it back down. And it's the roundness and the tucking that really makes this one. Drive up, contract, and back down. Again, maintain, reset your roundness every time if you lose it. Kick up, fight to kick up towards the ceiling. Back down. Let's do 3 more. Kick up, back down, excuse me. Kick up, back down, one more time. Kick up, and back down. Beautiful. We'll do the same thing on the second side. So yeah, really with that one, it's not about how high you kick that leg up towards the sky. It's about getting a good, strong contraction. Maintaining that tuck the whole time will help you get that. So from that position, we'll go over to the right side now. So take a breath in, good brace. Try not to move the rest of the body around. Take that hip wide away from you. Straighten the knee. Bend the knee and back in. Take it wide to abduct. Straighten. Bend, back in, continuing. Take it as wide as you can each time. And even if you don't get that knee fully straightened, that's totally fine. Let's do 3 more. Nice. These last sort of 3 exercises, that last real bit of hard work for today, so we're almost there. 1 more, take it wide, straighten, back in, and back down. So the next one here, excuse me, just trying to shake this cold off from here. We're going to have left toes curled under, extend this this right leg straight back behind us, a little tuck of the tail here. From there, lift up. Take it wide, sweep it out, trying to lift that leg up. Touching down, lift up, and back. Continuing, lift up, 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 and wide, reaching forward. Touch down, lift up, back down. Let's go 3 more. Lift up, take it wide, touch down, all the way back. 2 to go. Lift up. Take it wide. Use those outer hip muscles to lift up as you come forward. Touch down. Back down. 1 more time. Lift up. Take it wide. Lift up, 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 up. Touch down. And then we're back to that starting position. So the next one here is going to be, I'll just show 1 rep before we do it again. So this next one is going to be from this flex, this rounded spine. I keep that roundness. And then from there, I just drive up and come back down. We'll do 5 reps in total. So take a breath in. Good strong brace. From there, round through your spine. So tuck your chin in, tuck your pelvis in, and then extend up towards the sky and fight for more. Press, 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 and back down. Let's do 4 more. Drive up, press up, back down. 3 more. Back down. 2 to go. Back down. Maintain that roundness through the spine. Drive up. And back down. Beautiful. We'll cool on down. We'll just finish with some side lying hip cars and capsular cars. So come to lie down on your right side. A couple options for tension with the upper body. You can give yourself a hug. You can hug a yoga block. I'm just going to have bottom arm in a fist and top arm grabs on. And a little push-pull with the arms here. From here, left knee up and towards the chest. And take these ones fairly mild here. Take it wide away from you. Internally rotate the hip as you kick up. The knees stack, kick back, Take the knee wide, externally rotate, knee towards the shoulder. Back down, we'll do one more. In towards the chest, flex, abduct, take it wide, internally rotate. Start to extend, kick back behind you, knee stack, kick back again, wide, rotate. We're back to that starting position. This time, take it wide, and then from there, just pause there and just internally rotate and externally rotate. Just continuing internal, external, internal, external. Two more. One more either way. Beautiful. Let's switch sides, and we'll be lying down on our left side. 2 full calves, and then 5 of those capsular calves. So right knee in towards the chest. Take it wide, internally rotating as you kick up and back. The knee stack, kick back again, wide, rotate in towards the shoulder. Back down. One more time, full rep. All right, nice. We'll finish with the capsule calves on this side. So bring that right knee in, abduct, take it wide, and then just internal rotation and external rotation. Internal and external. 3 more. One more either way. And release. Excuse me, everybody. That's our class for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Those hips, a little bit of work for the hips, but a lot of sort of feel good stuff in there as well. So let me know how you go. Hopefully that one felt good for you. Thanks, guys.